What's up, guys? This is the rookie watch video for the 5th overall pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, Joe Alt. And guys, what I'm doing with this series is just doing a quick snapshot of the rookie in their rookie year, how they're performing. Is it up to expectation? Is it where we thought he would be when we were talking about him during draft process? And what can we expect moving forward? All right. And when we talk about Joe Alt, yes. The answer is yes. All of the above, yes. Yeah, it's kind of going as we expected. He looks really good. And according to PFF, he is the 20th overall tackle in the NFL right now. And look, that's down from 16th last week. And obviously, listen, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that PFF is the end-all be-all for rankings by any means, but it puts you kind of in a ballpark, in an area code for like how good this guy is doing compared to the rest of the NFL. And yeah, he's a top-tier tackle in the NFL in his rookie year. He's already really good, all right? And that can only get better to the elite to, I mean, he has the potential to be the best tackle in the NFL. That's the ultimate upside. The Chargers have absolutely crushed the 2024 draft at this point in the NFL. It's looking really good. And we'll get into that at the very end of the video. I want to hit on that a little bit later. But for now, let's get into the film and just kind of look at a couple plays here and there. And look, I'm not going to spend a ton of time really breaking down the film. I mean, this is an offensive lineman. You can probably find other like in-depth film breakdowns for this guy. That's not going to be me, but I do have some fun clips for you guys. See him handling a Max Crosby right here. Just good stuff, good solid stuff. I'm gonna let some of this just play through. Run blocking, dominant run blocker right here. Another snap against Max Crosby, handles that speed to power really well. Got over here, well, we got TJ Watt. Got some help versus TJ Watt, but hey, we'll take it. Don't know exactly who's playing, but run blocking, finishing the play. Another Max Crosby, handling Max Crosby again. Handling Max Crosby again. Not sure who that is, but solid run blocking here. And look, that's just a couple of like the highlight reel plays. It's an offensive lineman. It's supposed to be gritty, but you got a good combination of he's handling pass sets really well. He's run blocking really well. And we're seeing all of that carry over to the data that we're seeing with PFF. 76.2 offensive grade as a whole, 75 pass blocking, 73 run blocking. So overall, he's been doing really well. I will say it's not all perfect. I do have one clip against a Myles Garrett that was not his best rep at all. This is in the most recent game. They played the Browns a couple days ago as of recording this, and this is a loss. This is a straight up loss on the play, and I got nothing else to say other than, hey, Myles Garrett is one of the best in the game and just catches him off balance and brings him down. We'll play it again here for you guys. I don't feel that I'm the expert to tell you exactly what's happening from a technicality standpoint. I will say looks good right here, but I mean, Myles Garrett's just so freaking powerful. This is where he loses, obviously. Off balance, wasn't able to anchor and just pushed back. And then from there, it's you've already lost. Can the quarterback get away? And the quarterback does not get away. That's Myles Garrett for you. That's going to happen. That's maybe his welcome to the NFL moment. I'm sure there were probably a couple others, but that was a hell of a play by Myles Garrett. So, yeah, not all great. I mean, there's a reason that he's 20th and not number one, but this dude's a baller. He's absolutely awesome. Last thing I want to do before we get out of here is I do want to talk about the draft day decision that was made by the Chargers, because a lot was made about whether the Chargers should draft Neighbors, who ended up going one pick later to the Giants, or taking the offensive tackle. And I think it's one of those interesting conversations because the general consensus in the draft community was that the Chargers were probably going to go offensive line just because it was Harbaugh. They were coming in. We kind of knew what they wanted the direction of the franchise to go in, right? It wasn't going to be splashy picks. It was winning at the point of attack, win the trenches, and then build out from there, which fundamentally I could not agree more with. I value that at a really high level from just a team building perspective. But if you just completely take the team building aspect away and you just say, okay, what would you rather have? Would you rather have what is probably going to be being the best wide receiver in the draft at number 5 and Neighbors, or at least that's how it's looking right now. And obviously Marvin Harrison is a baller, so we'll see how that goes, but a really great wide receiver either way. And then the offensive lineman, or more specifically the tackle that you could have gotten at the beginning of the second, early first if you tried to move up a little bit, versus the probably perennial all-pro tackle that you got with the 5th overall pick, and then the wide receiver option that you had in the second round. And if you look at it just side by side, which I'll put it on the screen now for you guys, the answer is obvious, right? I mean, we see the drop-off in offensive linemen. I just kind of am showing you the first 2 rounds, but the offensive linemen that were available, even if you opened up the guards and things like that, there's nobody at the beginning of that second round spot that is even remotely valuable, right? Even if you had some value in a Jordan Morgan or a Graham Barton or a Tyler Guyton, those guys all went ahead of the Chargers, and none of them are performing at an elite level yet. That's not saying they ever won't or anything like that, but they're not right now at this point in their career. And then you look at the wide receivers that were available at the beginning of the first, into the second. Obviously, there's trade-ups and everything, so I'm not just saying they could only get the guys at their spot, because I believe the Chargers did trade up to go grab Ladd McConkey. But in that range, you had a ton of wide receivers go. And let's be honest, Ladd probably will end up being the best of that little, cluster between a Ricky Pearsall, who we haven't really seen a lot of yet, with the 31st overall pick, to Ladd McConkey with the 35th overall pick. You have all wide receivers that went, and the Chargers probably got the best one out of all of them. So it was a slam dunk. Amazing drafting, amazing decision-making done by the Chargers and the organization from the top up. I give Harbaugh a ton of credit for that. They've done a great job. This is an organization that is finally going in the right direction after years of feeling like they were good, not great, good, not great, good, not great, and wheels falling off at some point before just respinning. It really feels like this is something that's sustainable. This is something that you can look at as maybe not this year. They probably don't have all the pieces together this year to make a deep playoff run, but they're probably going to make the playoffs. And then next year, when they get the rest of those pieces together, man, they're competing with the Chiefs. I really think that's kind of the direction we're in. I 100% believe in the coaching. I 100% believe in the quarterback, and I'm really, really starting to believe in the organization as a whole as far as decision-making and team building. Absolutely wonderful. That's my piece on that. Thank you so much for watching. If you're interested in supporting a small channel like mine, hit that subscribe button for NFL draft and NFL content year-round. Thank you so much. Peace.